Okay, The Last of Us Part 2 put me through the ringer. I shouldn't have balled that. You. Dude, there's no way you land.
No! Damn it!
I'm gonna fucking slaughter your entire bloodline, bitch. But truthfully, I knew going into this that it was going to be difficult. I specifically wanted it to be that way because I've already platinumed this game on the PS4. But I was missing 2 trophies that don't necessarily count towards the platinum, but they absolutely count towards your bragging rights. So sure, I could have just transferred over my save from the PS4 version and watched all of the trophies, including the platinum, pop right then and there. But I'm a true gamer. So I wanted to do something that was a huge waste of my time and platinum the entire game all over again. Holy shit, I'm a loser. And I also figured, why not just 100% the game as well? Which meant that I would not only have to complete and platinum the entire base game, but I would have to also fully 100% the new game mode No Return, which was actually really surprising, but we'll talk about that later. But then on top of all of that, I will be beating the entire story with Grounded and Permadeath on. I figured since I've already beaten the game before, it might be a smart idea to knock out both of these trophies at the same time. Can't wait to see how well that idea ages.
He's got that videotape thing. Huh. Smash Brandy's cooch.
What have I got?
Are these?
In the first real combat encounter, I was already getting a taste of how I was going to struggle on this difficulty. Okay, what? Why is she hitting me with f***ing double whammies, bro? Okay, bro, this is actually... If I ain't paying attention when they're hitting me, bro, I could die hella quick. I think one more hit, I would have died. That's crazy. But the true test of what I could withstand didn't come until a little bit later, when I had to watch my favorite PlayStation Pookie Bear go golfing. Don't judge, Manny. He's my boy.
Get up.
Ooh,
Joel, fucking get up.
your boy don't look too good here in a couple hours.
Please stop. Please don't shoot. Joel, please get up.
Man, I hate the blurred out brains on the club too, bro. Nah, man. He's gonna come back. Trust. He's gonna come back to life, bro. Trust. Yeah, bro, they can just stuff that brain matter right back in. I couldn't let his death be too sad, so I decided to dedicate the first trophy to him. Hey, first trophy, there it is. There you go, Daddy Joel. I hope that makes up for it, pal. With the prologue of the game out of the way, it was time for things to really start taking off. Now we were finally entering Seattle with Ellie and Dina. And since I've played this game before, from what I remember, Seattle Day 1 with Ellie was actually pretty easy. I kept remembering other things like Hillcrest on Day 2, or even Day 2 with Abby and the Rat King. And so I thought this day, in comparison to those days, was gonna be light work. But I could barely even survive when there was essentially nothing to worry about. I saw somebody doing a whole game permadeath run, and they died while jumping across one of these.
Dina, help me up here. Okay.
So hopefully that does not happen to me.
Mission failed.
That death meant I had to start back at the beginning of Day 1 with the opening cutscene and everything. Which I know in the grand scheme of things it really isn't that bad, but I promise you it's gonna get much worse than this. And also, starting now, I'm gonna be keeping a death counter at the top left of the screen so you can always keep track of just how awful I was throughout my journey. But once I got over the wall, I immediately made up for it by knocking out 2 trophies back to back. Next, it was time for me to jump into the big open world section of the game to explore everything in it and earn the Sightseer trophy. I started off with going to the bank, since I knew after taking out the infected in there, I would get the shotgun to add to my arsenal. And once I picked up the shotgun, I remembered that I could find the ring from the Uncharted series in one of the safety deposit boxes, and that would also give me another trophy. After that, the rest of the city section was stupid easy. Fuck it. We ball, baby. I shouldn't have balled out. Yeah, I shouldn't have balled out like that. Okay, well, except for that, but we got it done. We got the other trophy. After finishing the first section of day 1, I finally got to see just how f***ing hard this grounded permadeath stuff is. What the? Charlotte, you bitch! Charlotte, you bitch! Molly and throw it at him. But actually, if I find a brick or a bottle, I'll be chilling. Where was she? There was a guy right. What the fuck? You fucking fuck. I'm dead. I'm dead right here. Yep. This was an encounter where going loud was essentially a requirement. The enemies knew where I was pretty much at all times, so stealth was not an option. And if I died, I would have to restart the entire encounter from the beginning. It legitimately almost took me an hour just to get through this one encounter. But with patience and some good shots, I made it through. Damn it. Thank you, Dina. Holy shit. I want to kiss you right now. Holy shit. Coward. Where's the last bitch? I'm the coward? I don't even see you, bitch. Come out. There you go. Come to play. Pussy. Dude, now I'm dry. I'm completely dry. From that point on, I was relatively okay with everything else. Sure, I added a decent amount of deaths to the count, but I was still making it through most of the encounters a lot better than I thought I would have after not touching this game for years. But everything came crashing down when I reached the tunnels. This section brought out emotions within me that I thought I left behind in my angry teen years. I want you to keep in mind that I start this chapter with 31 deaths. Remember that. There are 3 major combat sequences in this chapter. The first one is with the clickers and the WLF chasing you. The second is your first encounter with the new Shambler infected. And third, for good measure, they wanted to give you another encounter with the new Shamblers so you can get real fucking cozy with them. But that's not all. Since this is grounded as well as permadeath, every time I had to restart the chapter, I would have to go back and stop to pick up every single resource or item that I had picked up the previous times, just in case I somehow made it through the chapter. Otherwise, I would be at a severe disadvantage going into other encounters and chapters in the future. So every death was an enormously tedious time sink. And eventually, I had had enough. I quit. Walked away. Oh my god, man. All right, chat. I think I'm chilling now. I'm vibing the rest of the day. But I cannot do this anymore. This is ridiculous, man. Like, what the I don't even know what's happening. And to be honest with you, I didn't really plan on making a return. I told myself, already platinum this shit. I don't need this. Life after that was blissful. I actually acknowledged my girlfriend. I finally felt the sun on my skin and reminded myself why I love gaming by playing with the boys. You're ass. No, this is why I can't play with you. But one day, similar to the end of the smash hit film, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I heard a speech. A speech that lit a fire in me to literally get back into the game.
Every day and say to yourself, it's not over until I win.
I finally finished just that chapter with a grand total of 107 deaths. Remember how I just started with 31? It was time to start collecting trophies again. They came pretty easily for the most part, just doing basic things like upgrading weapons, upgrading Ellie, and for some reason forcing the old man to wear a hat.
Now break your jaw.
I had a few more bumps in the road throughout the days with Ellie, but after the pain of the tunnels chapter, I felt like I could persevere through anything. The next hardest section surprisingly wasn't Hillcrest, although Hillcrest definitely wasn't easy.
There!
I suck, dude. It was actually the introduction to the Seraphites, which was insane and netted me another, like, almost 50 to 60 deaths, which is especially weird when you consider that this was my first attempt at the section. Wait, also, is this a new chapter? It is. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's move over here. Since they all want to close in on me. Bitch. Suck ass. What's up, homie? Is there one more? Or is that all of them? Oh, nope, there's one more. Oh, there's two more.
Quiet.
Kill him quick, Ellie. Kill him quick. Oh, she only has a melee weapon anyway. Don't matter.
Caught you.
Yeah, did you? Bitch. Sometimes I would get past this first group super easily, but then the group at the parking garage were just a different breed altogether that I just couldn't understand. Until of course I did and just moved on from the section. But when I tell you that stealth is my shit, I wholeheartedly mean that. The mall section in Ellie Day 3 took me over an hour to do because the water in that section was my soulmate. I can't even describe to you how fast I dove inside of her. If there was even a sliver of a chance that I was about to be spotted, patience was my winning factor here, no doubt. After I gave Owen my thoughts on the boat scene, it was time to play as Abby. That was just for dramatic effect, alright? I actually like Abby's character. The woman who stole my hopes and dreams. This is what we could have had. Abby! Ah! The trophy started off pretty hot, snagging two of them essentially back to back.
I don't know.
Yep.
Mint condition. Find 5 coins.
I know a good
Okay,
drinking-
turn me up, baby. Turn me up. Got one for trying to teach Manny how to be a better shot. But unfortunately for him, he's kind of a bad student. And of course, what kind of Naughty Dog fan would I be if I didn't specifically talk about the wonderful trophy where we pick up a precursor orb from Jak and Daxter. Ooh, well look at that. I need you for a little trophy, so come to me.
What is this?
What is this, Abby? Why don't you shut your damn mouth and appreciate its beauty? But that was just about the only highlight from Abby Day 1, because next I had to fight off this big-ass horde of infected in this very tiny office. For whatever reason, it was incredibly hard to manage all my resources on this one and still survive. If I took a shot and it wasn't a headshot, it was essentially a wasted bullet in my mind. Not that any of it really matters because I finished the chapter with nothing left anyway. I also locked in and won another shooting challenge with a Nerf bow. Y'all just ain't like me.
One last thing.
Y'all ain't like me. And I watched the boat scene the way you're supposed to. Oh, what the? In the build up to the inevitable fight with the Rat King, I collected some easy trophies that were essentially just finishing up some of the first playthrough exploration. The entire trip down the infested skyscraper, I tried to avoid every fight that I could. Realistically, I already know they got nothing for me, right? Like, I already looked at everything. Book it. We're booking 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 it. I'm the best. I'm the best. Because I wanted to be fully stocked and ready to rock with the Rat King. I did make some mandatory pit stops though, like for the flamethrower and for some coins, but other than that, I was in go mode. As I got closer to the hospital, I clenched the proper body parts in preparation. Next thing I knew, he was right in front of me. Show it to me. Let's get this over with. Oh my god. Okay. How you doing, hot stuff? And then I absolutely bodied that little bitch. But of course I wasn't recording the first time I did it, and instead of just clipping it on my PlayStation like an intelligent person would, I restarted the chapter and did it all again. Honestly, it really isn't that hard. Surprisingly easy, in fact. The rest of the Abby section of the game really wasn't that bad, only racked up 25 more deaths to finish off her section, and then it was on to everyone I have seen do this section has had a horrible time with it, and I was not insane enough to think that it would be any different with me. But what if I told you that it was different for me? First thing I did was get the trophy for collecting all weapons, and right after that, it was time for the first section of this chapter to begin. This section took a few tries. I had my path laid out, but I couldn't execute it properly. But once I made it past them and jumped over the train into the main— Okay, hold up. Remember a little bit earlier how I wanted you to remember how many deaths I had? Now I want you to remember again. Compound, I paused the game and saw how far back it would put me if I died. There's actually no shot it's gonna put me back that far if I die, dude. Oh my god. I have to be so fucking careful. In that moment, a switch flipped in my brain. I refused to go back that far. When I was playing as Abby, I learned that even if you get spotted, if you can dip away from enemy sight and go prone in grass or something, they lose aggro pretty fast. Just like the water from the mall section with Ellie. That was my crutch. And almost even better than that, I learned that you can throw a brick or bottle at an enemy right as you're about to be spotted, and it does not alert any other nearby enemies. This was essentially like a cheat code. Yet another section that took me over an hour to do with full stealth. But I promise you, I do not care. I was not getting sent back to the beginning of the chapter. And then it was time to roll credits. Completed the story on permadeath, difficulty grounded, per chapter. Completion time 50 hours. Time lost to deaths 31 hours is insane. And I did die under 300 times, so. And if you needed any proof of me not dying at all in the last part of the Santa Barbara section, here is my final death before I entered the grander compound. I was behind the trash can. That's what's crazy. I was behind the trash can. That's what's insane, is that I was behind the dumpster. I'm gonna hit that later. There it is. What I had to do: complete the story, dig 2 graves, complete the story on grounded, and you can't stop this. Complete the story with any permadeath setting. My goodness, brother. I don't know why I did that. With the first part of the checklist now completed, all I had left to do was conquer the new game mode No Return, as well as the cleanup that is left behind after completing the story, which shockingly, I wasn't able to get done even after I've already platinumed the game before. If you don't know what No Return is, it's essentially a roguelite mode where you can choose between multiple different Last of Us characters to play as. Each character has their own unique benefits and drawbacks. After choosing your character, the objective is to make it through 5 randomized levels with randomized enemies until you can reach the 6th level, which is a randomized boss. Along the way, you can come across any number of mods that can either help you in an encounter or hurt you. And most, if not all, of the things that I just mentioned are directly tied to trophies that we will have to complete. One of which is the May Your Death Be Swift trophy, which requires you to complete a daily run of no return on grounded difficulty. A daily run is essentially the same as I previously just described, but the level layouts are the same for everyone who attempts it, and you don't get to choose the character you play as. It is locked in from the beginning. And if you die at any point in the run, you lose and have to wait 24 hours until you can attempt it again. And to be honest, I was feeling ballsy, so I just jumped right into the daily run.
Push in!
Why was he right there, man? Since I failed that daily run, I had some time to kill before I could go for the next one, so I decided to focus on the standard part of no return and complete all those trophies. I got a few of them pretty easily, to be honest. Just playing and completing each run until I unlocked every character gave me 5 trophies. Risk taker. Complete 5 gambits in 1 run of no return. Let me clarify, I was not laying down because of those accessibility features. It literally was my gambit. Get 3 kills in prone. Don't talk to me, alright? Although, there were some that were a bit more challenging, like I had to accomplish specific things within an encounter, like a capture encounter which sees you trying to reach a safe before it locks when the timer runs out, all while enemies are searching the area for you. And for a trophy, I had to get to the safe and open it without killing a single enemy. You can't open the safe if the enemies know where you are either, so running straight to it was not an option. I don't know how I just did that. Burglar. Open a safe and a capture without killing enemies. I don't know how I did that. That doesn't seem like I should have been able to do that. Or like in a holdout encounter, which is the worst level in the game in my opinion, you have an ally with you that you have to protect while fighting off a horde of infected. The trophy requires you to do that without letting your ally get below 70% health. But y'all already know I'm him. Got your back. Holy cow, I thought I was never gonna get that one. My time with no return was coming to a close, so I hit up the 4 more grindy time-consuming trophies. One of which had a pure RNG-based challenge that I was sorta worried about not being able to complete. I had to unlock every weapon in a single run while playing as Ellie. The only way to get new weapons is to hope that they show up in the locker that you buy from in between encounters. Team Ellie, just like that, baby. Light work. All Ellie faction challenge tracks. But all of that was just preparation. Now it was time to conquer a daily run on Grounded. I had tried a few more times since the first time, but none of them really panned out. I have seen other people complete this using accessibility settings to help themselves stay alive. With accessibility settings, you can do things like become completely invisible to enemies when you're prone, or you can set it to slow down time when you aim down sight, just so you can get easier headshots. This is no shade to those people, but I wasn't gonna do that shit. If I was gonna beat this, I was gonna do it unaltered. This run had the final boss as a simple super stalker in the theater, so I figured this was my best shot. The run started off with an assault level versus the WLF.
Holy fuck!
Then it was on to another assault level versus the Seraphites.
We'll be the last thing you...
All until finally, it was time for the boss. Things are about to get harder. Come on, baby. We got this, we got this. Where's Big Dog at, bro? That's what I hate about this stalker, dude. He just hides. Oh, am I out? Oh, shit, I'm out. Fucking another clicker, dude. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, I'm out of this, too. Switch over. I see you, bitch. Oh! Come on! Are you kidding me? I'm that terrible? Why is this not reloaded? Dude, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm actually gonna do it. I did it! Oh my god! May your survival be long. Give me the good one. May your death be swift. Oh my god. My heart's racing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's go. The platinum was within grasp. All I had to do was jump into New Game Plus and finish gathering all the collectibles I missed along the way, finish up all the upgrades I had for both Ellie and Abby, as well as the weapons they use.
I swear to God, Abby. If these infected kids...
Prepared for the worst. Final workbenches, baby. Let's go. I had to miss this one on my grounded playthrough because I was not going to waste time killing 2 shamblers, bro. Should finally cut off my time playing as Abby. Just before I fight the Rat King. This should give me all player upgrades. Survival experts. There it is. Learn all player upgrades. Let's go finish out this platinum. And finally, get the last trophy to obtain this platinum for my second time. I need this to be over. Please give me the platinum. I need to see it. Jewels, yes. Okay, put it away. Let me see it pop. Please. Archivist, yes, thank you. Now, every last one of them. Let's go. Oh my gosh. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out my other 2 platinum videos on both Spider-Man 2 and Ghost of Tsushima. Definitely had my fair share of struggles in those videos as well. Be sure to like the video if you liked it. If you didn't, then dislike it. I want to see that too. And also, subscribe. I got tons more videos on the way.